If you're an online business owner selling products and services and you want to use your knowledge to create this profitable online empire, you should be using Kajabi. Kajabi is a simple online tool that allows you to create, market, and sell your products and services without having to have any crazy tech skills. It's also a great CRM tool, which stands for Client Relationship Management. So staying in touch with your members and your email list is really easy and can all be done in this one platform. Now, I've been using Kajabi for about 2 years and counting, and it's really made me a better business owner, along with taking a lot off my mind and simplifying just my entire process with the automations and the different features that Kajabi provides. And it's great because I love simplicity, and what Kajabi does, it takes all the different tools that it takes to run an online business, puts them together on the same exact server. So one, you have everything you need to be successful in the online space, and two, everything works together because it's all familiar with the same server. That way there's no glitches or different softwares misreading each other. So if you're interested in creating online courses, coaching programs, affiliate programs, memberships in different communities, even running your podcast or having a blog, you can do all of that with Kajabi. So what I'm offering you is a free 30-day trial with Kajabi. Now, full disclosure, I am an affiliate of Kajabi because I love them and I literally run my entire business from Kajabi. But by using my link, you get over 2 times the amount of time to play with this app so that you can get over these learning curves along with the videos that I'm putting out on how to show you how to actually use the platform yourself. To use my link, just go to jamesallencoaching.com/Kajabi, or you can click the link in the description of this episode as well. We have a couple different sections over here that Kajabi breaks your business up into. Really helps simplify just the whole entire process. But there's website, products, sales, marketing, and then people, which is like your CRM section. And I'm just going to briefly cover kind of what these different buttons and tabs do in today's episode. So under website, we click over here, you have design. So you can literally build an entire website in Kajabi, which is pretty awesome. I really actually just got into Kajabi to sell courses, and it just was attractive to me. Also, they have an app where people can, if they buy your course, they can use the app, which is super, super cool. But I didn't realize that you could actually build an entire website and do web hosting and blogs and all of that cool stuff inside Kajabi as well. So it's so much more than just selling courses, which is something I really love and appreciate about Kajabi. Now, if you go on here, obviously this is just like a generic kind of website right here, but you can customize the entire page and customize your whole entire website. It gives you ideas with like hero. So a hero section is just a big section at the top. It's just like a really big picture with some text on it, and you can have call to action as well with a picture of you or something else. Your library, you can have your blog, you can do all that stuff within Kajabi. Super cool. And then there's different themes. So we can actually upload a theme if you happen to have a theme that's compatible with Kajabi, or you can go to browse themes. Now, when you click on browse themes right here, you can pick which one makes sense to you. But what's cool about every single one of these themes is that you can customize it, you can delete things, you can add different things, and they give you many different options on what you want your website to look like. And you can animate different pictures that show up. So you can do a lot of really cool stuff to make a very sleek, professional looking website, and you don't have to be tech savvy. It's literally drag and drop, which is super cool. The hardest part is just you having creativity. When you click on pages, you're going to have an option to do landing pages, your website pages, or your pipelines. So the pipelines are kind of like your landing pages, but a pipeline we'll get into when we get to the marketing section. You can go through, and if you want your blog to look like something specific, you can do that. You can have opt-ins, pop-ups. You can do all that stuff in Kajabi. You just got to go over here to the Customize tab, or you can always preview whatever it is that you're working on. Your homepage, login page, you can make the login page with different pictures or a background. You can do all of that in Kajabi, which is super cool. And you can even customize your 404 page, which is like if a page isn't working, it automatically goes to your 404 page, but you can put up a picture of you with your hands up that says, hey, we're fixing a bug. We'll be right back with you, just so you don't leave people hanging. That just helps your brand. And then we have navigation over here as well. There's store or my library. That's kind of the gist, but you can add like testimonials tabs. And if you're not familiar, the navigation bar is the top bar. Usually it has a logo on a website, and then it's got the little tabs like blog or about me page. And it's in a horizontal section. That's your navigation. So you can customize all of that by going to navigation right here and just add whatever it is you want to add. You can add a product, specific product, add a page, or what I usually do is just add a link. And then I take the link from my landing page and put it on there. Okay. And then your footer, you can also add like terms, whatever it is that you want to add, or privacy, different things like that inside the footer. Then if we go over to blog, which is right over here, you can actually have a blog. You can say, yeah, set up my blog or learn more if you want. We'll click set up my blog right now. Initially, you're going to set this up to where this is just your website, the SEO and sharing for your website. You're going to have this little section under each blog post that you do as well. And it's really easy. You just literally follow the prompts as you do this. But SEO is like, I don't know, it's kind of like a out there, like dark wizardry or something. It seems like to a lot of people. But Kajabi really makes it easy to understand SEO in a way that's going to just support you. Okay. So it gives you recommendations, which is something I love about Kajabi, because I've used other website builders and they don't do that. They don't say, here's how you actually get found using SEO. Instead of like taking some SEO course or hiring some professional. But like the page title, it says a clear title without branding or mentioning the domain itself. That's what you should write. And it says best between 60 to 70 characters long. And then down it says a clear description, at least 2 sentences long, best between 150 to 160 characters long. And then you can also pick a picture of you or of your company logo or your mission, something that relates to your business as well. And then you can save it. And that'll make finding your business a lot easier if you just follow the prompts that they say, make a cool picture in Canva, and you're solid. So when you click on the analytics, there's nothing on this page right now because it's a fresh page. But down here, you can actually see what your net revenue is. Your subscription metrics for people that are subscribing to your email list. Opt-ins is really cool because if you have, let's say, 2 different lead magnets, one's a video and one's a PDF of some kind, you can actually see them side by side here and see which one actually converts better to get more people on your email list, which is the holy grail of an online business, is really your email list, because you can sell to them. You own that traffic basically, and you want to nurture that relationship with them. Then you have your page views, where you can see which pages are actually getting viewed, how many people are viewing them, how long people are spending on those pages, whether that's your entire homepage of your website or different pieces in the navigation or your sales page as well. You can see the analytics of all of that. And then this is also cool. Your product progress. So the progress that your customers are actually taking. Let's say you release your course and you want to just make sure people are actually finishing it, or if they're all stopping at one point because they got bored, you can always email your list, or specifically those people who took that course. And then you can actually ask them, like, is there something we can improve? Whatever you want to do. That's just an idea. Offers sold, you can see that. And then affiliates as well. You can actually have your own affiliates in Kajabi. They literally set that up. You can decide how much of a percentage that your affiliates get from you, which is super cool because it's just another way to get your name out there. Typical affiliates are about 50%. Kajabi, full disclosure, for me, if you use my link, I get 30%. That's how Kajabi does it. So next we're going to go to products. Now, products, this section is really cool because as you can see here with every main section like website, product, sales, marketing, whatever, underneath that you have a couple extra tabs like we did in the website section. So you have all your products, like your actual courses that you're making. It could be actual coaching programs as well if you want to include one-on-one coaching in there, but you can have podcasts. So you can actually host your podcast on here, literally transfer over a podcast that you already have, let's say through Anchor, for example, and you can put that in Kajabi, which is super cool. You can also do coaching. So if you want to have coaching programs or you're teaching people things and you meet every single week, you can set all of that up and take notes, plan out how long a program is going to be. If it's like a 90-day program, you can do all of that. But let's say right here, it's products. We want to say get started. So within the products tab, you can pick which kind of product that you actually want to make. You could have a blank where you just start from scratch, a mini course, an online course, like a full-blown flagship course. You can build a community or a membership site, and you can even create a drip course as well. So it gives you a couple different options on what kind of course you really want to make. You just click it, follow the prompts. It's really easy for you. So you can click mini course, just get something quick, easy to consume that gives someone a quick win. And yeah, you can even start making a $47 course or a $97 mini course and get that going for yourself as well. And then down here, we have podcast. Go over here. Now, this is cool because you can get started. If you're just fresh, you're like, I want to have a podcast, don't really know how to do it. Click get started. They're going to walk you through how to get it all set up. And again, Kajabi has a great help center, which makes it very easy for you. Or you can import a podcast. So if you already have a podcast on Anchor, you want to look for the RSS feed. Put the RSS feed in there, and then it's going to automatically transfer all your episodes into Kajabi. So all of that can be done right there, and you can actually work with your podcast in here. I'm actually in the process of doing this myself because I'd rather just keep things on Kajabi. I like everything being in one place, which is another thing I love about Kajabi. Then down here, we have coaching. So this is a little bit different than just like an online product. This is actually getting started. You can actually create specific tailored coaching programs that you and your clients can all sign in on through Kajabi. All right, the next section we have is sales. So with sales, you can create what are called offers. So let's say that you had an online course and then you also had a coaching program. Now, let's say the online course was $150 for someone to go through, and then the one-on-one coaching program is maybe $3,000 or something like that. It's a higher ticket. You can create different offers for each one of those. If you have tiered programs, then you would create offers for each one of those as well. Okay, so you just click on that. It says offer title, select your product, which is optional. You click on that and it'll give you a little rundown of different products that you have if you want to kind of repurpose the product, and then the payment type as well. You can do free, or you can also, you have to kind of connect your payment provider, it says here, but they use Stripe or PayPal. Those are the two main payment providers that Kajabi provides. And you can link all of that up down in the settings tab. So if we go down here, you can also create coupons for people. Someone's already bought a course, then you give them a free coupon to get 50% off another course or 25% off another course. Then we go over to payments, which is a very fun place for many people. But you can actually see that right here, obviously it's a brand new page, so you have to connect with your payment provider. As soon as you do that, then you can start taking payments, again, through Stripe or with PayPal as well. Those are the two ones. Either they connect their PayPal and they just use PayPal, or if they're going to type in their information, then they would end up using Stripe. All right, next piece is affiliates. You click on that, and this is where you can create your affiliates and create specific links. You can copy over to people for them to share with other people so that they can get your brand out there. All right, so next we have the marketing tab right here, where you can actually send out your own email campaigns in bulk. You just go up here to new email campaign and then an email broadcast, or you can even create an email sequence as well. If you want to have an automated sequence, let's say someone buys your product, then you would have an automatic sequence. Or as soon as someone opts in to your lead magnet, then you can have an automated email sequence that eventually pitches your product. It offers them your product so they could sign up and you can make a sale. You can even link up multiple different email sequences together. You can do endless things with Kajabi. So let's just say we're going to do a broadcast. You click on continue. Then in here, you can decide which one that you really want to use. I really just use simple text, and then I add some pictures, my logo, a couple different things right there. But that's usually what I do. You can also kind of get more fancy if you want to do an announcement for an event, a newsletter, title, share your knowledge, a couple benefits, or a blog post. They have even templates where you literally can make sales or add videos. You know, you can do a lot of different things in here because their templates are just beautiful, first of all. I mean, look at these colors. And it's just so easy to use. You can change all the colors, change the pictures, and it makes your business really look like a legitimate business instead of having some janky website that someone just kind of threw together. You actually are reputable, which speaks volumes for when people actually work with you. So next we have pipelines, and this is a really cool section. Pipelines is where you create your lead magnet. So if we go over to new pipeline, you can decide which kind of pipeline you actually want to create. Now, what's super cool about Kajabi is that by clicking on one of these, you're going to set up different pages, and then you can work within that outline for a specific result that you ultimately want to create. So like a sales page, OVO. Now, what OVO means is opt-in value offer, and that comes from Brendan Burchard. He's a big promoter of Kajabi, but this really came from him, and Kajabi started using that OVO, opt-in value offer. Basically, someone opts in, you give them value with a free training or video of some kind, and then you go into your offer. You could do a product launch OVO, coaching campaign, a free book OVO. You can even create your own book funnel, or a Zoom webinar you can do as well. It automatically links Zoom to your webinar. Or you can do the simple sales page. And then, like I mentioned before, we have legacy pipelines where you can click on that. And then you can see some of the older style that they have that sometimes are just more simple, and it just makes more sense for what you're doing. Like virtual summit right there, a webinar. You just kind of play around with it. Or you can just do a freebie where the whole goal is just to collect email addresses. It could be something like my planner that I have that is a lead magnet that I use to get people on my email list and give them something cool in exchange for being on my email list and being a FAR customer for me until they turn into a real customer. Next, we have automations, one of my all-time favorite sections in Kajabi. This makes life so much easier, and I'm going to do a whole video where I just go over in-depth the automations that you can do in Kajabi. You can create different sequences that you have in here, new automation. If you click that, Kajabi does really simple automations, or they make it really simple for you, where they just do a when, then, and you can add conditions. Depending on the payment plan that you use for Kajabi, they're going to give you access to different levels of automation. So when you invest in a higher level, like the growth plan, which is the one that I'm on, it's like the middle tier, the main one that they promote, that is going to give you more options than just like the basic plan. But you can say like when someone finishes an assessment and when a broadcast is opened, let's say we want to do that, then say just this one. And then we go down to then they can grant an offer. If they opened it, then it's automatically going to grant someone an offer, or revoke someone from an offer, or deactivate an offer, subscribe to an email sequence, unsubscribe from an email sequence. So you can have emails, and then once they click it, it automatically unsubscribes them. You can do all of that stuff within Kajabi. Okay, and then we have different events, which you can make yourself. This is from a long time ago. Forms is really big. So this is where you create basically the form for when you create a lead magnet. If you click on here, you can just title your form like test form, or whatever you want. It could be the Performance Productivity Planner, or PNP Planner is what I called it. Double opt-in recommended, single opt-in, different options that you have. But then you can pick the fields that you want. So you can have the name if you want to collect their names, or if you just want to do email address, then you can just cancel that and just have email. But you're going to have to create forms for the specific opt-ins that you have. And then you can have an automation. So let's say that I had a lead magnet. It was my planner, pops up, and it says, here, give me your email address and I'll give you my planner. People are like, heck yeah, that sounds awesome. They give me their email address, and then I can create an automation to where as soon as someone fills out that form, they automatically get sent email sequence that's going to eventually make them an offer so that I can make more sales. The last section we're going to go over is the People's tab. So in the People's tab, you can go in here and then you can actually search different people. This is really cool because this is the CRM piece. All people, only members, people who have gone into your course, people who've subscribed to you, the inactive people. So you can actually cleanse your list of people who don't even respond to anything that you do, so you can get better open rates. Anyone that's had a hard bounce, or people that were excluded as well. You can find all of that within here. You can add contacts, import from a CSV. So if you have a Google Sheet or something, or an Excel sheet, CSV, you can actually take that information, put it in here, upload multiple contacts at once, and import those into Kajabi. So you can basically just transfer your current list over to Kajabi in a really easy way. Or if you wanted to, you could also add a single contact. If it's just one person you're kind of hooking up, or mention your list and they said, oh, can you add me? And then you just put them on, whatever it is for you. Okay, so you can also look people up, and I just kind of typed in my own email because I've obviously opted into my own funnels as well, or pipelines as they call them in Kajabi. It's cool because in here you can see like how long someone has been in Kajabi, how long they've been using or like viewing your emails. You can look up, you can see their basic information. Obviously, you can see purchases that they have made, the different products that these people are using from you. And what's cool is you can even write notes about people. Or it's like someone in the comment section of your courses are being very rude or not really supporting to the community. You can actually write that. You can be like, this guy's a jerk, or this guy is awesome. And you can even add notes about people. So that's where it's like a CRM for you to use. Okay, so another cool thing that you can do in Kajabi is create what they call assessments. Now, assessment is basically just a quiz. So if you've ever seen a website with a quiz, you can actually create your own quizzes, which really have good opt-in conversions, which is super cool. So if you ever wanted to create quizzes, or maybe you have quizzes that you want to transfer over to Kajabi, you would just do that under assessments, and you can add these into your courses as well, client feedback or customer feedback, whatever it is, so that you can make even better courses down the road. And then the last thing I'll go over real quick is just the settings tab and the help tab. So settings tab, this is where you like your checkout settings, member payments. You could basically this is where you're going to spend a lot of time in the very beginning, just kind of setting everything up, getting your domain connected with Kajabi, payment options, from like PayPal or using Stripe as well. Third-party integrations like Calendly, so it connects everything. You can do all that stuff inside the settings tab. And then the help center, if you ever have questions, just go in here, visit our help center, or you can schedule a actual call with them depending on the payment plan that you're on. You can do all of that stuff in here. Kajabi's help center is phenomenal. If you ever have questions, just clicking on that, doing the help center, it's really handy in a pinch, especially if you just need a quick question answered. Their search function is great. Just type in like pipelines, and then it'll give you a bunch of different articles that they have on things that they've taught about in terms of helping you create better pipelines. Okay, so that is an overview of what Kajabi is and how it works. I hope that by seeing that, it really inspired you to give it a shot. Again, my link is in the description to get your free 30 days so that you can start playing with the program today. If the link isn't working for some reason, again, just go to jamesallencoaching.com/Kajabi. Now, whether you've been in online business for a long time or you're just getting started, one of the most important things is to know that you are in full alignment with your business, which is why I recommend you check out this last lesson that I did on how to make sure that you are in alignment with your business venture so that you can be confident that it really is the right thing for you. With all that being said, take what you learned here, get out there and try out Kajabi. I'll see you in the next one.